The NASCAR Power Rankings are out, and despite his victory at Daytona, Dale Earnhardt Jr. Carmelo Anthony says the Knicks' struggles both on and off the court will factor into his decision.
I'm Alex Chimo, reporting from Madison Square Garden, where the Denver Nuggets take on the Knicks tonight. The story with the New York Knicks.
On Wednesday, Jeter announced his retirement via Facebook in a lengthy statement explaining his reasoning.
Saturday's game against the Duke Blue Devils at the Carrier Dome drew 35,400.
Jason Collins became the first openly gay athlete to play in one of the 4 major American professional sports.
And off to the best start in school history and the best start for an ACC. Carmelo Anthony, the superstar of this team, is a free agent at the end of the season. The Knicks can really use a win tonight.
Teams like Miami and Chicago give him a much better shot at winning a title. Anthony has played at an all-star caliber level. The Yanks are slated to play their last game of the regular season on the road against who else but their longtime rival.
So remember to slow down and always wear your helmet. Reporting live from Toggenburg Mountain, I'm Alex Chimo, NCC News.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Alex Chimo. Rafael Nadal continued his dominance over Roger Federer to reach the Australian Open final for the 3rd straight time. Nadal has beaten the 17-time major winner 23 times in 33 matches. With the title, Nadal now has a chance to be the first man to win all 4 majors at least twice in the Open era, and also put him second on the list of all-time Grand Slam titles next to Pete Sampras. Nadal is set to face the number 8 seed Stan Wawrinka in the finals, who will replace Federer as Switzerland's highest-ranked player for the first time in next week's polls. With wins in 8 of their last 9 games, the Nets have the most wins in the NBA in the month of January. They squared off against the Mavericks tonight in Brooklyn. The star of this game, how about Mirza Teletovic, putting up 24 points in the second quarter, matching his career high in just 1 frame. On the break, they're off the feed from Darren Williams. Then Williams finds Teletovic at the top of the key for 3. Oh, and he gets that roll as the Nets led by 8. And then, one more time, Williams finds Teletovic for another 3 ball. He had 6 of them in that second quarter. Nets led 57-46 at the half. Darren Williams, by the way, with his first double-double since December 20th. He went for 18 points with 11 assists. To the 3rd quarter we go. Vince Carter, who led Dallas with 18 points. Tough fadeaway there over Jason Terry to put the Mavs within 5. But the Dallas turnovers kept costing them. Kirilenko gets the block on DeJuan Blair, and Darren Williams going back to Kirilenko. Touch pass to Andre Blatch for the slam. Brooklyn keeps rolling. Make that 7 straight home wins, 4 straight wins, and winners of 9 of their last 10 games overall. To Chi-Town we go. The Clippers trying to avoid back-to-back losses for the first time since December 25th and 26th. Carlos Boozer back in action for the Bulls after sitting out the last game with a calf injury. He had 16 of his 22 in the first quarter. Off the miss, Blake Griffin kicks it out to J.J. Redick. He had 3 of the Clippers' 7 first-quarter threes in just 8 attempts. That's a franchise record. And then J.J. wasn't done. He was 4 of 5 from beyond the arc. The Clippers were just 6 of 26 against the Bobcats on Wednesday from long range. But Jamal Crawford makes it 10 for 11 for the Clips from 3 in the first half. 3rd quarter, Blake Griffin bullies past Joakim Noah for the lay-in. Griffin has averaged nearly 27 points in his last 7 games. Good feed from Redick. Left-handed layup goes down for Griffin, and now the Clippers lead by 17. 6 Clippers in double figures by the 4th quarter. Speaking of double-doubles, look at Griffin just battle for the rebound and the point. The Bulls' winning streak is snapped as the Clippers get their 11th win in their last 13 trips to the United Center. Some other scores around the NBA. Carmelo Anthony scored a career-high and franchise record 62 points at the Garden as the Knicks crushed the Bobcats 125-96, and the Memphis Grizzlies are finally able to beat a divisional opponent, squeaking by Houston 88-87. And the Yankees continue to dominate the baseball free agency market this offseason with the signing of highly touted Japanese pitcher Masahiro Tanaka. The 25-year-old starter has agreed to a 7-year deal worth $155 million, the highest contract ever for an international free agent. The Yankees decided to completely revamp their lineup after missing the playoffs for just the 2nd time since 1995. Tanaka will join a cast made up of Brian McCann, Jacoby Ellsbury, and Carlos Beltran, who have already been signed by the Yanks this offseason. That's all I have for sports. I'm Alex Chimo. Have a great night, everyone.
She joins us now with this sports story. Tell us what's going on.
Thanks, Christine. For years, warm weather NHL teams have envied the players that get a chance to face off outdoors. The media attention, the hype, the atmosphere, all things that these players miss out on year to year. Because outdoor ice hockey in high temperatures is just not possible, right? Well, this year, the NHL says wrong, and now it's the Anaheim Ducks and LA Kings' time to shine outside. The two teams will play the NHL's first warm weather outdoor game at Dodger Stadium on Saturday night, and although Los Angeles is having some of the best weather it's had in years, the NHL says it will not be a problem for the ice. Wayne Gretzky, the game's most famous face, says even non-hockey fans look forward to these games under the sun.
And the ice is still going to be fantastic, and the atmosphere is going to be wonderful. I think this is going to be something really, really unique for the National Hockey League.
The hype for the game is quickly growing, and the NHL is hoping it helps promote the sport, the area, and the spotlight in a very good hockey region. Back to you, Christine.
Thanks for that report.